Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are at Technique Tuesday. And today we are going to make square number 44 in my leaflet, 1987 leaflet. 63 easy-to-crochet pattern stitches combined to make an heirloom Afghan. This square is called the Cluster Braid Square. So we are going to get started with this, and we are going to start out by chaining 26. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And in the fourth chain from the hook, we are going to double crochet into that chain. So let's count back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap our hook, go into the fourth chain from the hook, go through 2, go through 2. And that's how. And we're going to put a double crochet in every chain across. And this should give us 24 double crochets by the end of this. By the end of this row. Need to get some more yarn. Alright, last stitch. Alright, so we should have 24. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 24 stitches. And now we are going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so row 2. Need some more yarn. I'll get some more yarn. Alright. So we are going to single crochet in every stitch across. And you should still have, well, you should have 24 single crochets then. If we're putting 1 in every stitch. So we're going to single crochet across. And we're going to do that. I'm going to, I'll be back. I'm going to do mine off camera and let you finish yours. And we'll be back right after we're done with this row. Okay, we're back. So we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. We're going to skip this first single crochet here and go into the second, because this chain 3 counts as a double crochet, and it will always count as a double crochet in this pattern. So that chain 3 comes out of that stitch. You got to skip that stitch and go to the second, and we're going to put 5 more in, so that we have a total of 7 double crochets. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 double crochets, 1 double crochet in the first 7. Now we are going to go down to this double crochet below this single, and we're just going to double crochet front post, double crochet around that, like so. Now we're going to make sure that we skip the next stitch, and we're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, now we are going to make a front post cluster, and I don't think we've ever done this, so I'm going to try to go as slow as I possibly can. We are going to count over from this front post right here to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that 4th double crochet, we're going to wrap our hook, go around it like you're going to do, then go through 2. Now we're going to wrap our hook, go around it, go through 2. Wrap our hook, go around it, and go through 2. Then you should have 4 loops on your hook, and you're going to go through all 4 of those. And that is the cluster. Okay? So now you're going to skip the next stitch back here, and you're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay? Now, in the next double crochet over here, beside this cluster, we're going to do another cluster. So we're going to round, three times, just like we did that one. Go through all 4, and now make sure that we're skipping this stitch back here, and now we're going to put 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, now we're going to do another front post. Double crochet in the front post here, which is right down below, and then you're going to skip this one, and you should have 7 stitches left to do 7 double crochets. 1 double crochet and then each of the next 7, I mean. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this row is very tricky, but this is the way it should look. Okay, now next row, row 4, is we're going to chain 1 and turn and just go single crochet all the way across, and then I'll be back with you with row 5. Okay, so row 4 was just single crochets across. Okay, we are going to chain 3. Okay, this gets tricky. So, like I said, this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. You're skipping the first one and putting a double crochet in the second one. And we need a total of 7 double crochets, 1 in each of the next, of 7 stitches. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see that this double crochet here that we did the last time, we are just going to do a front post around that. Okay, now skipping this one in the back, make sure you skip that, because you should have 24 stitches every time you do this. So now we want two double crochets, one double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now we are going to, in between these clusters, there's 2 stitches, 2 double crochets right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a cluster in the first double crochet in between the clusters. So we're going to put a cluster in there. Alright, and now we're skipping one and putting a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And the one beside this cluster, we have to put another cluster. So these clusters look like they're inside of each other. I'll show you in a minute. So you see how these clusters look like they're inside of each other. Alright, now we're going to skip this next stitch and put a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, which should bring you to this front post double crochet, and we're just going to put a front post double crochet around it. And now you should have, skipping this one in the back, make sure you should have 7 stitches left. So put a double crochet in each of those 7 stitches. So there's 3, 4, 5, yes, 6, 7. Okay, so here we go. What you're going to do now is you're going to repeat rows 4 and 5 until, let me see how big my square is this way. It looks like I have a 9-inch square here. So it's probably about 8.5 to 9. It's closer to 8.5. So what we're going to do is I'm going to repeat rows 4 and 5 until my square is 8.5 inches, so that I have a perfect square. So we're going to do that off camera, and we'll get that done, and when we come back, our square will be finished, and I will see you then for the border. Okay, so here's what the square looks like. See how we've got like a little braid coming down here? That looks awesome. I love that. That is so cool. And we're going to chain 1 and turn. In this first single crochet, we're going to put 2. It's a double crochet, not a single. We're going to put 2 single crochets in there. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch till we get to the end. Making sure we've got that 1 single crochet at the top of that chain 3, and we're actually going to put 2 of them in, or 2 in there. Actually 2, chain 2, and 2 more right in that same stitch. Alright, now we need to go down the side here, and we've had 24 stitches across here. So not counting the ends, we actually have 22, right? Yeah, 22. Alright, so not counting the corners, we actually have 22. So we need 22 stitches down the side before we get to this next corner. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Alright. So in this first one here, we're going to put 2. And in the second one, we're going to put 3. So there's 5. And then we're just going to put 2 in every one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then this next one is 18, 19, and 20. We're putting 3, and then we're putting 2 in this last one. And then right at the top of this chain 3 here, we need to put a corner. So we're going to put 2 single crochets there, chain 2, and 2 single crochet in that corner. Alright, so now we need to repeat this down the bottom and up the side until we get to the end. So I will be back when we get that done, and I will see you then. Okay, so we're back, and I just made this last corner. I put the 2 single crochets in that same stitch and half double crocheted into the first stitch. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Now, as you have noticed, I put a stitch marker in all of the corners. Okay, so we've got a stitch marker in the corner. So what we're going to do is in this first single crochet in the front loop only, we're going to slip stitch. And we're going to make these loose, not too loose, but not tight either. So if you think that your slip stitches are too tight, then go up a hook size when you do this part. So we're going to slip stitch in front loop only all the way to the other side. When you get to the corner, let's see, we got this. Here's the last stitch before the corner. You're going to skip over the corner, go to the next stitch, front loop, and just continue around. And you're going to go all the way around. And at the when you get all the way around it, you're going to slip stitch to the first slip stitch that you made to connect everything. So we'll go all the way around this, and I will see you when this round is done. Okay, so we are all the way around there. Okay, and we are going to pull these forward, these slip stitches forward, to look for the back loop. and I'm going to just go in the back loop, and we're just going to single crochet in those back loops. So we're just going to put a single crochet in each one of the back loops, and sometimes it's easier just to pull these forward a little bit so you could see them back loops. Okay, so then we got one more. Alright, now we're just going to pull up this corner that we've got the stitch markers in, pull that out, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in there. Oh, no, 3 single crochets in there. And then you're just going to continue into the back loops. And you're going to do this all the way around, making sure that you have 3 single crochets in those corners. Okay, so I'm going to leave you go at it, and then we'll be back when this square is completely finished. Okay, so there is that square totally finished. That is our Cluster Braid Square. And I really love the way that came out. Actually, I think I got this upside down. There we go. I love the way, because it looks like there's a braid right down the middle. And I love it. Okay, so I hope that you guys had a lot of fun making this square with me. And I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day. And bye-bye now.